Meagan Good is now 43 years old. Her first film was in the hit movie Friday as a young teenager with a small role. Ever since then, she's been the breadwinner in her family, growing up in the Hollywood industry. Now, she is beautiful, but she's always had trouble in relationships, and that caused her to get married at age 31 to Devon Franklin. Unfortunately for her, that didn't work out. She actually got dumped. And then she was 41, looking hella good with no man. And obviously that brought in Jonathan Majors, who was dusty as hell, has all kind of problems, been beating up people for years, white women in particular. And then Jonathan Majors is also down bad at the same time. And so once Grace Jabbari basically got his ass locked up and banned from Hollywood, Meagan Good was also down bad because she was dumped and nobody wanted to deal with her ass either. So why don't the rejects just come together and then get married? And that's exactly what has happened. Yeah! But stop the show. Rewind! Jonathan Majors is now back in controversy because of a leaked audio of Grace Jabbari, of which he allegedly choked her.
So at what point is somebody going to step in and be like, okay, eyebrows, what do we have going on actually, eyebrows? Like, are you okay, eyebrows? In a newly unheard audio, Jonathan Majors has admitted to strangling his ex-girlfriend, okay? My thing is, and walk with me for a second, a zebra never changes its stripes. It may be outside with a giraffe doing giraffe-like things. It may frolic with an elephant and do things that look reminiscent of an elephant, but at the end of the day, it's gonna always be a zebra. I say all of that to say this. There are some situations where you're not supposed to sit around and see if the person has actually changed. There are some situations where you're not supposed to sit around and be like, me, I'll go first, volunteer me to see if the therapy worked for him. There are some situations where you're supposed to be like, oh, that's a red flag, and run the other way. Which brings us back to eyebrows. Why do you want to sit around and see if it was actually her in the relationship? Why do you want to sit around and see again if the therapy worked? Why was the public court case that we all saw not enough? And then you're there, you got a ring on the finger, so assumably you know more than us, and it's like, why are you sitting there, girl? Eyebrows, wake up. Eyebrows, like, I aggressed you. To which the ex-girlfriend says, you strangled me and pushed me against the car. To which Jonathan Majors then replies, yes, all of those things are under arrest. That's who you want to stick beside, Megan? Like, eyebrows, is you cool, or did you think we was stupid? Did you think that you was going to go on your little press tour and show off your ring, and then we wasn't going to say much about this? Your man is outside choking ex-girlfriends and admitting to it on audio.
And people have mixed opinions.
I guess Jonathan Majors is just done when it comes to the black community, because who better to attack us than us, right? Who better to hold us accountable than us, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to continuously hold this man accountable until he just falls off the damn planet. Because at this point, we're bringing up shit that happened a year or two ago. Like, why are we still bringing this shit up as if it's brand new news? Because an audio, and we know how work, because an audio came out where supposedly, allegedly, Jonathan is saying that he aggressed somebody. Who the like that? But maybe Jonathan, because you know he's Shakespearean and shit. So he aggressed somebody, and the girl talking about, oh well, you strangled me. This is this. Like, first ask the right question. Why was this shit being recorded?
And then you have folks who are against him.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but not every black man that is accused of abuse of any kind by a white woman is a victim of white woman tears. Jonathan Majors was charged, I believe, last year for attacking his girlfriend at the time, and she happened to be a white woman. And immediately people were rallying behind him and saying, like, it's just a white woman trying to bring a black man down and whatever. And that's not to say that doesn't happen, but the way that people were trying to frame him as if he was Emmett Till, he got some Perseverance Award. He got this cover story for The Hollywood Reporter where they were talking about his life after dealing with that as if he was a victim of something. He was convicted. There was evidence, and now there's even an audio where he's admitting to it.
I'm ashamed. I've never wrestled with a woman before. And it's just, never aggressive. It was high aggressive. Like,
You strangled me and pushed me against the
yeah,
car.
all those things are under aggressive.
Yeah.
But what was interesting is like Meagan Good's reasoning for why her last marriage failed.
Going through the divorce, that shook me to my core. I was just like, but Lord, you asked me to be celibate, and I was. You know, you told me who to marry. I married that person. I try to do everything to the best of my ability, and no, I didn't do everything perfect, but I don't know that I could have done anything different, if I'm being honest.
And what's interesting to me is Meagan Good is back in a similar situation than she was with Devon Franklin. Again, very beautiful, very attractive, very talented. This is a lady that has been the breadwinner in her family for years. So it's unlikely that she's going to see the world differently in a marriage. And that's probably what Meagan Good's problem was at the beginning. She basically was supporting her family the whole time. So that's a level of strength and a level of masculinity that she needs. And so when she got with Devon Franklin, who was basically a simp, it was still too much for even him. Now she's with Jonathan Majors, a man who is down bad himself. And what we have figured out is allegedly Jonathan Majors is using her for money. And really, this is a good rebrand for him because, I mean, you know, he's been down bad. He's been losing out. And so where else is he going to go? You know, he's going to turn to the black woman to help his ass out because when he was up and he was doing good, he had the white woman. So this is a rebrand for him. He's rebranding those cheeks, I guess. But at the end of the day, Meagan Good doesn't take any accountability for why the first marriage didn't last. She don't know if she could have did anything different. God sent her this person. Well, just like God sent you allegedly Jonathan Majors. And that's the issue with a lot of these celebrity people who all of a sudden, God sent me this. But then God wants y'all to get divorced. So God sent me Jonathan Majors after he done whooped the white woman's ass. And then guess what? You don't have no accountability there either. So it's not gonna work because she never changed. So instead of working on that, you went right back and got into a relationship with a young man who didn't have anything going. They got anger issues, and we don't think he's gonna whoop your ass. But again, it's not gonna work out because I'm gonna tell you why. Meagan Good is going to be the lead, right? And I'm gonna tell you like this. Any man that's out there will tell you, you can be the woman that wants to call all the shots, and she has the money right now. But Jonathan Majors has had that taste of being that guy at the top. He might not never get it again, but he knows what that's like. He knows what it's like to get that deal and to work with Marvel and to have all that. Because if he had all of that, he would not be dealing with your ass, okay? And if he's ever to get that again, Meagan Good, he is gone. Bye-bye. The reality is being fine, being 43, and not understanding how men work is going to get a lot of ladies like Meagan Good paying for the D. That's all Meagan Good is doing now. Allegedly, this dude, he has a kid, Jonathan Majors. She's paying for the tuition. And he's been using her for money, doing all of these things. Hey, once he get back up, or if he's able to get back up, he's not gonna be dealing with her. And now that you're 43 years old, Meagan, like I said, she looks good, but it's not the same thing as 23-year-old Meagan Good. And it's not because of the looks. The reality is, it's like, okay, you still look better than like 95% of the women out there, right? But it's like, okay, but you're not as malleable, okay? And remember, Marcus Houston used that particular argument, like, okay, the reason why he went young with Maya Houston is because women who are a little bit older are not as flexible with being with a man that's a provider. And listen, we already know Jonathan Majors is insecure. He was damn near choking folks when he couldn't get his way. So Meagan Good is about to crash out again because she just wants to be with somebody. This is her best opportunity. And hey, if ain't nobody else coming through that door. I'll be honest, the way that she is right now, she's right. Nobody wants to deal with somebody who's unaccountable and don't want to accept why your husband left you. How in the hell did Devon Franklin leave you? He filed for divorce for her. Wanna know why? You don't listen. You're not showing man no respect. And Jonathan Majors is the guy right now that got to deal with somebody like that because he ain't got no money. He's down bad. So, okay, let's pick him. Okay, you know, he's young. He's in shape. You know, I got me somebody that's relevant. And, you know, so he's okay for now. But you haven't fixed your issues. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of ladies out here, and I keep saying this a lot of professional ladies that look good, I don't care what you look like, because it's not going to matter. Because you can lose out to a lady that look a lot worse than you, who got some sense, okay? Not saying you don't got no sense, but that's what I'm just saying in general. If you don't understand how to put effort into what a man needs as a mate, it's not going to matter how good you look. Look at Grace Jabbari. Now, I know they broke up, but Grace Jabbari, nobody would ever consider Grace Jabbari over Meagan Good at all. Like, it's hard to pick her, but that's what he wanted, okay? A lot of black men go that route because they be feeling like, oh, well, I can't really be the man I want to be with a talented sister. And Meagan Good, I'm sorry, this relationship is not gonna work out. I feel like it's just as dusty. I don't feel like he worked on himself, and she ain't worked on herself because she don't feel like nothing she did from the last relationship was wrong. And that's running down the wrong situation toward getting your ass divorced. And once it happens, I'm gonna be right here to cover the damn story. But like I told you so, y'all sisters better get it together. I know you want to get money, but you better work on that. Work on those relationship skills to what you're gonna give to a man. Because other than that, you're gonna end up cashing out. I know you don't want to cash out. There's so many women that's beautiful cashing out. Look at Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer is cashing out already at like not even 31. Already cashing out. Already taking care of dudes. And a lot of these ladies are already used to always taking care of people. So this is not new to them. So if you don't have that energy, and I get it because they've been, you know, having to be like this their whole life. But yeah, cash out. So guys, we think it's your boy O'Shea D. Jackson back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.